one of our car crushing demonstrations. We're using the two monster trucks we've got here today, Big Pete and the Grim Reaper. And we're going to be doing a bit of car crushing, some car jumps, jumping over cars, and we have a little stunt that only we do. We're the only team in the world that does it. That's called the tug of war. We're using the two monster trucks. We attach them to a car via a massive chain. We set off in opposite directions and hopefully we pull the car in half. Well, I was born into the industry, so my dad was a showman before me. He's had various performing vehicles, land speed record vehicles, jet powered things, diesel powered things, wheelie things, monster trucks, car crushing tanks, and we have our own drag racing venue as well, which is where the monster trucks are based, up in York, York Raceway. So I was born into the business. I went around as a small boy being under the feet, then learning the business, then crewing for my dad. Eventually the opportunity arose as I got older to become a driver. I learnt to drive monster trucks. I learnt to drive in his wheelie truck. My younger brother also drives. We've got the only lady monster truck driver in Europe here today, Karen Shuttler. She's going to be driving here today. Big Pete Limited was formed 10 years ago when I went into business for myself. We named the business after this truck, Big Pete. After a couple of years of trading, we felt that Big Pete was a little lonely, so we got the Grim Reaper monster truck. Both of them have started out life in America, but in completely different guises. They were different names, they were different bodies, they were different shapes. They've done a life of monster truck driving in America, then they've come over to England and we've completely rebuilt them, repainted them, renamed them, restyled them, re-engineered them and made them how we want them to be. Very good spatial awareness is what every truck driver needs. You will find that most truck drivers will get in a truck and they automatically click into driving a truck mode. They get out, they get in a car and it comes automatically to them. If you have to overthink things too much, then you're possibly not in the right job. I'm one of the few, if not the only drivers in the world that drives and commentates at the same time whilst driving a monster truck. And because I've been doing it for so long, it becomes second nature. But monster truck driving is not really something you can teach. You've either got it or you haven't, which is why we've got a lady monster truck driver, because she's just got it. You know, I could go out there and find 24 guys and try and teach them, and out of the 24, maybe only 6 of them would actually have what it takes to do the job. And that's not being too scared, not getting too carried away, good spatial awareness, keeping an eye on your crew at all time, making sure you do it as safely and as professionally and as entertaining as possible. So there's a hell of a lot goes on. As for the dangers, yes, it is a bit dangerous. Our number one priority is to make sure that the public stay safe, that the trucks stay safe, that we don't damage them. Damage is inevitable, it does happen. You know, things that are 7.5 tons in weight, as Big Pete is, are not designed to fly. So we're changing the design brief all the time where you're making things like this fly. Yeah, you do get kicked about a bit. It hurts quite a bit. Monday to Tuesday through into Wednesday, you feel it in the back of your neck, in the small of your back. You know you've been driving a monster truck at weekend. But you know what they say, no pain, no gain. So it's worth it, absolutely.